We have four quarter coaches Zoom clinic number 44 with Jason Jones, the head coach of the New Albany Bulldogs from God's country, the great state of Indiana. Longtime coach Jason Jones has been around the block. He's coached damn near everywhere: Kansas, Colorado, Florida, Georgia, and now Indiana. In his 2 years as the New Albany High School head boys coach, Coach Jones Bulldogs are 36-12 and 10-3 in the highly competitive HHC. Southern Indiana basketball is outstanding, and New Albany is one of those programs, storied program with a ton of tradition. It's got to be exciting to be part of that community, Coach.
Yeah, I mean, I feel so fortunate to have been able to land here in New Albany. It's hard to describe to people from the outside. I think the level of interest, the support. People just love their basketball, and it's a great place to be a part of. I think for me, philosophy wise, it starts with a couple things. I think one, it goes for me, it's way bigger than basketball. No matter whether you're winning or losing, if you can do those things, you are successful as a high school coach in my book. And so I think those are first and foremost important. I think there's a lot of things that go into our philosophy. And I think personally, I think culture is probably a little bit of an overused term. It's just pounded constantly. I was listening to Bill Self, who once, when somebody asked him about culture, and he was like, well, everything's been sugar coated for them for most of their lives. And so, we're not harsh about it by any means, but we're honest with kids. And I think that's important in developing that relationship. The way we play requires you to be in peak condition. Like, we're up and down, we're running, we're pressing. You can't play unless you're in great condition. Talk about just competing, being first on the floor. Yeah, I mean, I think this for us is, gets me the most excited in terms of what we try to do, just day in and day out. It's one of those controllables. I think, say, some nights you're going to shoot it well and some nights you're not, all those things. But if you can just bring it on the defensive end, you usually give yourself a chance. And so I'll kind of walk through some of our principles, both full and half court. And then I've got a variety of video clips, game clips, and things like that to show a little better. I'm a film learner. One of the things you'll see especially in our full court pressure, is we just talk about being committed. In our run and jump, if you decide you're going to go, you have to go. I'd say probably the last 8 or 9 years, I think that I've gotten a lot better at, our staff's gotten a lot better at, is we want to make them shoot. And then I say who, where, and what. I'll talk a little bit about our run and jump, and then I'll pull some clips on that to start with, and then we'll talk a little bit about the half court. For me, I'd say this run and jump is really, I probably started running it, 15, 16 years ago, and it's kind of evolved over time. You have to handle pressure even to get into your offense. So like that team, Brownstown, we were playing super disciplined, run about 40 different sets. And so we're at least making it difficult for you to get into your sets and things like that.
If you like the material we create, please hit that like button, share, subscribe to our social media platforms, leave us a comment. If you don't have time to watch this now, please save it to your watch later category. And as always, check out our website at www.myrustbeltbasketball.com.
So here's a good example of some stunting. You'll see guys just kind of faking and stunting, and now the ball at the blind. And our rules, I think the thing that is good for us too is in the half court, our rules don't change. So same situation here. It's their best player. We're just going to go get it out of his hands. Walk it up and run sets. They're going to destroy you, because they're just not going to be able to guard all their actions. There's a zero chance you're preparing for all the things you're going to see. And so by doing this, it takes some of that out of play.
Do you play any zone defense?
We do. That's another one of my firm beliefs, is be willing to change your defense to give you the best chance to win. We have some half court traps that we like to use. I have some of those clips.
We're going to move on to quarter number 4, and Coach is going to talk to us about New Albany Bulldog offense.
Yeah, we've been pretty fortunate the last couple of years. I think we've finished this top 10 in the state in scoring the last 2 years. One of the things that's real important is for your offense and your defensive philosophies to kind of align with each other. We don't want a lot of lag, and it happens from time to time, but we don't want to play fast in transition and then have our point guard back it out and call something. That being said, we also define shot selection. Like it's not free mind. Like everybody gets to go out there and chuck it up. I got some clips here on both full and the half I can show you here. I think it'll kind of give some clarity to what I'm talking about here. And again, we try to teach guys to read the floor, what's available to you. Don't stand on the 3-point line if you have a layup. Good things are going to happen for us. So we're playing downhill. We got shooters spotted up, and it's pretty hard to guard. Ideally, our fill guys get to the top, but even when we don't, we can flip guys on the backside and create some shots for ourselves. Then there's a couple from a 4-out. So this was a
Question number 1. What gives your run and jump press the most problem? Question number 2. Can you please use your marker board and show us what peel switching or your version of peel switching is? Next question. What do you use as your delay game, and can you please show us? Favorite set play for 2 points and 3 points versus man-to-man defense. Next question. Favorite baseline out of bounds play for 2 and 3 points. All right, Coach, your last question. Please show us your zone offenses versus 2-3 and 1-3-1.